Hello, I'm Mark Neal, and for over 20 years, I've had the honor of leading high-performing professional teams, predominantly in the legal industry. During that time, I've had the wonderful opportunity to attend countless leadership training sessions and seminars. I participated in numerous exercises on what makes a good leader, and I've read any number of books on how to be an effective leader. I've also had the great honor to work with many visionary leaders at the very top of their important respective organizations. And through these interactions and my own experiences over many years as a leader, it has become crystal clear to me that the very best transformative leaders all share a single superpower skill that is shockingly missing from modern leadership dogma and training. Before we talk more about that superpower, I want to make clear that I'm recording this short video to start a conversation with you and solicit your feedback. I'm not selling anything, and I don't want your money, just your community, your feedback, and support for my message, if it's warranted. Also, because I presently work for a governmental agency, I need to make clear upfront that the views and opinions expressed in this video are predominantly my own personal views and not the views of any organization or other person. Although I did have input from a few wonderful friends on this presentation, and I will thank them at the end, that's the only way I can be confident that at least 4 people will watch this video. Now, on to the good stuff. If you Google top leadership skills, competencies, or values, you will find a list of important traits that anyone who's been to leadership training will readily recognize. Among other things, you will have learned that good leaders of modern organizations need to be effective communicators, ethical, courageous, truthful, accountable, empathetic, able to recognize and foster potential. They got to be good coaches. They got to be loyal. And one of my personal favorites is they need to be humble. And the lists go on and on. Of course, those are all important attributes for effective leaders. But curiously, there's one term you won't find on any of those lists, a force that's been correctly recognized by history's greatest teachers for thousands of years as being at the apex of all leadership competencies. And that superpower force is love. Now, I submit to you that because love is the number one most important and powerful leadership attribute, that there's great value to affirmatively discussing and learning how to develop and leverage the power of love to make all of us more effective leaders. As a side note, I think most of you would probably agree that many of the difficulties we face as a society today stem from a lack of love and mutual respect for each other. And that although we'll save that broader conversation for another day, as we take this quick peek at the incredible power that love offers all of us, keep in mind it has many applications beyond the structured workplace. Now, before delving into the many important aspects and layers of leadership love, I want to make certain we are focused on the type of love that I'm talking about. If we were meeting in person, I would ask you to turn to the person or persons closest to you, look them right in the eye, and tell them that you love them. Now, envision actually doing that, and how would that make you feel? Would it make you feel uncomfortable? I expect it would make most of us uncomfortable. Why is that? Why do we view such an act as telling a professional colleague that you love them as embarrassing, preposterous, or even risky, if not a professionally dangerous thing to do? Now, it's because we as a society almost always equate or define the concepts of love when it's directed at people, as opposed to the love for your favorite football team or a dessert, as a romantic, affectionate, or even a syrupy feeling for others. It's a touchy-feely thing, right? But that's not at all the type of love I'm talking about. It's quite different, deeper, and more important and powerful than the romantic or affectionate connotations that often first come to mind when we mention the word love. Throughout history, it's been recognized that there are different types of love displayed in different contexts and with varying degrees of power or importance. Ancient Chinese and Greek philosophers both studied and labeled the different types of love, and they understood well that there are important hierarchies of love. With the love that we have for family members, how we feel about our parents, our siblings, and children at the high end of the scale, romantic love somewhere in the middle, lustful love, codependent love, and the love of objects at the very bottom. Conversely, at the very top of the love hierarchy is universal love, where love among all people is freely given and received, where we experience life in a loving way. Universal love has been recognized for thousands of years as incredibly powerful. It's transformative and the core essence of human goodness. And it's that type of love that I'm talking about today. Now, without endorsing any particular religion, we need look no further than to ancient religious texts to see that the wide recognition of universal love is central and crucial to positive human and societal interaction. These kinds of statements permeate our collective history.